Testing 1 2. All right, perfect. We are live. How's everyone doing tonight? I already did a video today, but I still wanted to do a live stream because we've been doing really well with the live streams lately. A lot of people have been enjoying them, so figured why not do another one later, today, and here we are later today. Maybe a quick one, maybe a short one, largely depends on the engagement we get, but there's some stuff to talk about. All right, so firstly, Ripple XRP braced for a bombshell after Coinbase reveals airdrop. So this is something that I announced the other day, that Coinbase will be supporting the XRP airdrop with Spark tokens. But this writer thinks that this could actually be a bombshell for XRP. So let me just run through the article, okay? Major U.S. cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has announced it will support the airdrop schedule for December 12th. Those holding XRP at the time in line to receive Spark tokens from Coinbase at a later date. The amount of Spark you'll receive depends on how much XRP you had in your account at the snapshot time. Coinbase, one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges, boasting some 35 million users, wrote in a blog post over the weekend, quote, "We plan to distribute the airdrop after the Flare network launch," Coinbase added via Twitter. The Flare network is designed to bring Ethereum-like functionality to the XRP ledger with Spark tokens, the network's native cryptocurrency. The distribution of some 45 billion Spark tokens is supported by Ripple's investment arm, RippleX, okay? Other major cryptocurrency exchanges, including Cayman Islands-based Binance, South Korea's Bithumb, and Bitstamp, have announced they'll also support the airdrop. Excitement around the giveaway has been growing in recent weeks, with cryptocurrency market watchers pointing to it as one explanation for XRP's massive November rally. Now, I do think that this is contributing to XRP's rally that it has been having, although we have been stagnant lately. I don't think that's the only reason that's been happening. But nonetheless, I still think this is a very, a reason, okay? Now, if you hadn't caught my video early this morning, or not early, later, in the middle of the day, I put out a video about the airdrop. And if you haven't watched it yet, I'm going to give you a couple of things I pointed out in that. And number one is that even though the minimum you're going to be receiving is on a one-to-one basis, it's actually going to be much more than that, or at least somewhat more. And here's why. Ripple employees who are large holders of XRP are not going to be eligible for the airdrop. Also, all the exchanges that are not supporting the airdrop, of course, are not going to get any airdropped Spark tokens. So what this in essence means is you will likely be getting Spark tokens on a higher than a one-to-one basis, because in essence, if Flare Network, what they've said is all unclaimed Spark tokens are going to be burned, okay? Burning tokens is literally the same as giving you more tokens, because it reduces the supply, and essentially what reduced supply does is it makes the price go up, okay? It makes the price go up. So what I have been talking about is that the Spark tokens are actually going to get more than just one-to-one, right? If you have 1,000 XRP, you may get 1,000 Spark tokens, but it's going to be worth more than a one-to-one ratio because of the fact that, like I just said, that they might be burning the Spark token. So very interesting there. We're going to get into the technicals in a second. XRP is at about 57 cents on the day. I'm going to get into this in a second. We have about 8 people in here. How is everyone doing today? Don't feel afraid to leave any comments, any chats. Also, anybody who leaves a super chat, that is immensely appreciated. It is not required, but I really appreciate it. We've been getting a couple of those a week, and those really help me out a lot. So if anyone does want to really support my work, leaving a super chat is a great way. But now let's get into it. So XRP, how are things looking on the daily? Well, while things are looking like, when you're looking at trend lines, Uwu in your hood says, what's the bombshell? Well, the bombshell is that Coinbase was not originally supposed to be supporting this. They actually waited till last minute. They waited till last minute, and many people were moving their XRP off of Coinbase, okay? And the fact that they chose to support it, I think in the author's perspective, I didn't write this article, but in the author's perspective, really signaled that the Flare Network, Spark Token airdrop has a lot of people excited, because otherwise they wouldn't support it, right? If it was a BS airdrop, the coin's probably going to go to zero, whatever, Coinbase ain't going to support it. But the fact that Coinbase chose to support it is actually maybe not a bombshell per se. However, it is something that I think is significant and should be talked about. But moving on to the technicals, I know when you're looking at trend lines, things are looking a little bit hazy right now. We're on the daily, and you can see we have this downward trend line. We've been accumulating sideways basically for the past, since about, we were at November 22nd, so about the past week, all right? Been going sideways from November 22nd, 23rd to about now. There has been some downward pressure, some sell-side action. However, even though this is occurring, according to the Directional Movement Index, we still are in an uptrending market, because this red line is still above this green line. Now they are getting closer, and the red line has overall dropped, so signaling a little bit of a short-term pullback, some weakness. But we are still technically an uptrending market, according to the Directional Movement Index. We had a MACD crossing over here, which has signaled to the market that we've been going down. Personally, the way I see things right now is I think XRP is going to keep moving sideways for the next couple days. I think the December 12th airdrop may break us out of that sideways channel. But even if it doesn't, I'm really, really looking at 2021. I am looking at 2021 because we are likely going to get regulatory clarity in 2021. And to me, regulatory clarity is going to bump XRP much more than this Spark Token airdrop. Don't get me wrong. I think the Spark Token airdrop is cool. It's increased utility, increased functionality. It's free money, essentially, for the holders of XRP. A nice little Christmas bonus, if you will, right? Even though you might not get all of it until 2021 anyways. But yeah, I like the whole Spark Token thing. I do. But regulatory clarity is going to unleash XRP utilization from the US. It's going to unleash it because, as I talked about in my report not too long ago, only 5% of XRP transactions are, made in the US. Only 5%. Once we have regulatory clarity, we can see that go way, way up. Double, triple, quadruple, 5x, 10x. And with that, that's more XRP being used, more XRP being burnt, more XRP being bought. And that, in essence, is going to dramatically increase the price of XRP, in my humble opinion. On top of that, we have a ton of companies using XRP. We have more and more businesses using XRP, joining RippleNet, getting on board with Ripple. We have a lot going on in 2021, so I wouldn't focus too much on the end of this year. Yes, there's going to be exciting stuff. Absolutely. Very exciting stuff end of this year. But 2021 is going to be where we start to really see some exciting things, okay? Move over to the 4 hour. Give it a little check. So on the 4 hour chart, we actually have a lot more to go off of with trends. We're in this slightly downward price channel, as you can see, and we are under the 50-day moving average on the 4 hour chart. Okay. But DMI is different on the 4 hour chart. We actually have a downward, but that could be changed. Because the 4 hour is more short term than the 1 day chart. The 1 day chart is really going to give you a better snapshot of what's going on. The 4 hour is better if you're doing some day trading and whatnot. But yeah. So does anybody have any questions? Feel free to leave them in the chat. Questions, comments, concerns. Once again, super chats, very appreciated, but not required. yeah, we'll leave the stream going for another minute or two, see if we get any last minute questions or comments, and then I will probably get going if we don't. Seems like more of a quiet stream. We have about 12 people watching at this time, but if anyone has any thing to add to the conversation, feel free to. And if I'll get going in a few minutes, but I'll leave it for another minute or so. Get any last minute questions or comments. Here we do have a couple last minute questions. All right, so Jimmy Douglas says, what's your level of climbs on XRP for the next 6 months? Well, for the next 6 months, I essentially think that there is going to be at minimum 3 dramatic climbs. Okay, so 3 dramatic climbs, each followed with a little bit of some, of a couple weeks of pullbacks and consolidation. And I'm saying this based on the fact that I was around and making, following very heavily XRP during the last bull run, not the one recently. That wasn't really a bull run. That was just kind of a nice little price increase. But what we saw last time was XRP would go sky high, would come down a little bit, consolidate for a couple weeks. It'll go sky high, come down a little bit, consolidate for a couple weeks, and basically do that. Now, in the next 6 months, I don't have a price target. I do have a price target over the next year. I think at the end of 2021, XRP will be over $5. That is what I've been saying. It could be way over $5. It could be a little bit over $5, but I think it will at least be over $5 by the end of 2021. Roadrunner 316 asks, do you think there will be another price pump before the Flare Snapshot? It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Generally speaking, yes, that is what occurs. It's hard to say, I'm gonna be honest with you, because we already had such a huge pump that some people are saying that's already priced in. Is it priced in? I don't know. I can't tell you if it is or it isn't. What I can tell you is that I think the Spark tokens are going to, I think they're going to be a buy at launch. I think what's going to happen of the Spark tokens is they're going to go down in value dramatically once they first launch. And I'm going to be buying them up. Okay, I'm going to be buying up all the Spark tokens because in July or June or July of 2021 is a very significant date for the Spark tokens. And I think those are going to be very key months. And I think those months Spark tokens have the potential to surge. Okay. Generally what happens with airdrops is the weekends, they sell right away, get their free money and bounce. So the Spark tokens are going to be at a dramatic discount. Okay, the Spark tokens will be at a dramatic discount from December 12th all the way up to, probably February-ish. I could be wrong. They could go sky high, but I think the first few months they're out, they're going to be very cheap, very, very cheap. And I might even, be buying a lot of them. Okay, I'm definitely going to add some, to my position on top of the free ones I'm getting. Because obviously I own XRP, so I'll be getting some free Spark tokens. Very nice. But I may go out and even buy additional ones just because of how cheap I think they're going to be relative to their utility value. But, it very well could be. The thing is, we're only a couple days away from the Spark token airdrop and the Flare Snapshot. So it's hard to say. Are we going to witness this pump in the next couple of days? It's possible. But is it also possible we keep going sideways? Yes. Both of those things are very possible. So I wouldn't put too much faith in it, honestly. I think the regulatory clarity that we're gonna get in 2021 is really gonna make the Spark token thing look a lot smaller than that, because regulatory clarity, I mean, that's huge. We get that, I think XRP's price could double overnight. Literally. Yeah, no problem, man. All right. Don't think we have any last questions. I'll give the stream another minute. See if anybody has any last minute questions. We have one more question. Random 2.0. Where would we be able to buy Spark tokens? So you're gonna get some for free if you hold your XRP on a supported exchange or a supported wallet, and I'm sure that all the exchanges that are supporting the airdrop are also going to be supporting the buying and selling of Spark tokens. I think I'm sure most of you agree with me that just logically that would make sense, because if they're going to support the airdrop, they're going to have a way for people to sell their Spark tokens and possibly buy more if they would like to. So I would say that, maybe not right away, but, over time, Coinbase, Bitstamp, what other exchanges are supporting it? Voyager, right? All those exchanges are going to most likely support the buying and selling of Spark token. But if you don't already have Spark tokens, or no one already has it, but if you're not on case to get it, or on track to get Spark tokens, you get some for free just by owning some XRP. Very nice little boost to XRP. So, all right. I think I am going to get going. Doesn't look like we have any more questions or comments, but I hope I was helpful to anyone who asked a question or comment or concern. Thank you all for coming into the chat and being engaged and chatting. Oh, we have one more. Will this be a taxable event for 2020? Are you talking about the Spark token airdrop? Because I was told that it is going to be a taxable event. From what I understand, it's only, and look, I'm not an accountant, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But if you're talking about the Spark token airdrop, from what I understand, is it's taxable once you sell. It's taxable once you sell. Once you sell your Spark tokens, you're going to pay some taxes on it. Especially if you're using Coinbase or one of those more mainstream exchanges. I'm not sure what the tax rate is. I think if you sell within a year, it's taxed as income. And if you sell over a year, it's capital gains. Joseph Brunetti says no. What do you mean, no? And Random 2.0 says, I just want to get more on top of the free ones. Thanks for the entry. Yeah, no problem, Random. No problem. Joseph says it's taxable once you receive it. I don't know. Because here's the thing. If something is taxable once you receive it... Alright, so I'm not sure if any of you guys own Ethereum, right? But Ethereum addresses are always getting free airdrops. Always getting free airdrops. People do it as a promotion, right? So you could have an Ethereum wallet and get 5 free airdrops a month for random coins, right? Just coins that don't really do anything, right? Now, do you have to pay taxes on those? You didn't choose to accept them. I mean, if someone airdrops something to your Ethereum address, it should count as a gift. It's a charitable event. It's a gift. It's someone giving you money. It's not, I don't think that's right. I mean, maybe that is the law, but that doesn't make sense to me because it's an airdrop. You're not buying anything. You're selling something that you got for free. So if that is a taxable event, I'd be surprised because that just doesn't make sense to me. The way I look at it, going back to the Ethereum thing, you know how many free airdrops Ethereum addresses get? It's ridiculous, you know, and you don't even get to choose to accept them; they just come. And how are they going to determine the value of that coin? You know, read the IRS code. Look, I'll look into it. Maybe you are right, but I just think that is absolutely crazy to think that this is a taxable event. Because it just doesn't make sense. It's an airdrop. Airdrop should not be taxable. Forks should not be taxable. Once you sell, it's different. You know, once you sell, I think it, you know, yes, you should pay your taxes, but just by owning something, it's essentially a gift at that point. It's $1, you pay the income tax on it. Well, I would imagine a lot of people are not going to follow the rules, unfortunately, and they're going to risk some things. If that's what it says, I always fill out my tax paperwork, and I've always paid my taxes, but we'll see. I'm gonna look more into it. I think you might be right. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm more so disagreeing with the IRS, because to me that just sounds ridiculous. Goes to 5, then you pay gains in 4. Wow. Well, if that is true, then that's very unfortunate. But we do, unfortunately, I am going to pay my taxes no matter what. I'm not going to risk my livelihood over some taxes. Damn, for an airdrop? A lot of people are going to be screwed. Yeah, I mean, what happens if when you get it, the price is valued at $10 and then it goes to $2, right? I mean, what happens then? I mean, there's a lot of things at play here that I think that that they're not being, you know, correct about. But I don't know. I mean, it's always just seemed like it should be when you sell something, you get taxed on it. You know, it shouldn't be you just get taxed on it for owning it or for holding it or whatever. You know, at it, yeah. Definitely interesting, but I am gonna get going. Thank you, Joseph, for your commentary. Thank you, Roadrunner. Thank you to Random, to JMC, to Jimmy Douglas. Hope I didn't mix anyone. Thanks to Ubu in your hood. I am gonna get going now. Joseph says he agrees with me. Yeah, definitely. Very interesting IRS rules. But I am gonna get going. Thank you everyone for coming out. Have a great night. Hope everyone, you know, makes that money, you know, enjoys their time, and you know, we can all get through this very difficult time with all this craziness going on in the world. And yeah, I'll hopefully have more content out tomorrow. And yeah, just be on the lookout for new content. Catch you next time, guys. Have a great day.